Hey, this is Elgin from the Cracktastic Plasticon podcast, back with another Wrestling Wednesday video here on YouTube. Today we're going to be looking at another Wrekkin Slamcycle, and it's even another Undertaker. What? That's right, we got this older version of Slamcycle from WWE stuff. So we'll take a look at that, and I'll explain more in just a second. Alright, we got the figure off of the box, or out of the box. It's kind of like a box card thing. Anyway, we did that, but before we take a look at that box and the figure and the vehicle, because it's both, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you know when a video like this comes out, which will be on a Wednesday for Wrestling Wednesday. Be sure to go to our website, www.cracktasticplasticon. The website's the place to go for all the things you need to know, like links to our social media, our podcast, which comes out every other Tuesday. Download wherever you listen to podcasts. Our sponsor, Toy Hacks, at toyhacks.com. We run a caption contest every month to give away a $5 coupon to Toy Hacks, so be sure to check that out, comment, so that you can win that $5 and spend it at Toy Hacks. Of course, we also have Amazon wish lists. If you felt so generous as to get us something from that list and send it to us, not just get it for yourself, I guess. Never really explained that, you know. Anyway, if you want to do that and send it to us, we'll do a video like this, give you a shout out and say thank you for sending us such an awesome thing. And we'll give you a shout out and show everyone what you got us. Of course, no pressure to do that, but if you wanted to, that would be awesome. Of course, we also have merch, bios, and much more at www.cracktasticplastic.com. I think my light is not. Oh, that's awful. Anyway, so I picked up this Wrekkin Slamcycle at our own Cracktastic Plasticon. It's our own little convention, toy convention that we do quarterly, or sometimes at least 3 times a year. It just depends on when we feel like doing it. But it's a local toy show that we put on, and I saw this there and got it in the day for $10, which is awesome. This is like from 2020, I believe. I do have the other version of this. Of this Slamcycle, there's a red one with Drew McIntyre on it. I got that from Amazon probably 3 years ago or more on one of their Amazon Prime days. So I was able to get that, and that kind of kicked off the love of these motorcycles, I guess, for vehicles. Anyway, this is the Undertaker version, so I already, previous video I did a while back, check it out on our playlists for Wrestling Wednesday. I did the Boneyard Slamcycle. That was the older Undertaker, kind of the American Badass version. I think this is also an American Badass version of him. So that I did that one a while back. But it's a different type of motorcycle. That's the newer one that came out. This was like 4 years ago. Anyway, there's 9 breakaway pieces. Of course, you got some artwork on the back of them wrecking that motorcycle. Of course, you got AJ Styles and Seth, and Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins right there, and of course the Undertaker hanging out with them as well. You can pop a wheelie. There's a little stand you can put it on. You can replace the different tanks, gas tanks, with like battle damage stuff. So that's very cool. So let's go through it here and look at what we can tear apart on it. Of course, it does come with some instructions as well to, I guess, put it back together. But I think it's pretty obvious what needs to be done, I guess, with this thing. Should be pretty self-explanatory as well. So stick those over there. Get the figure. So here he is. Here's Taker with his other motorcycle version of it. Like I said, I have the red version of this one. This is the black version of it. So to start off with, there's the headlight. You can turn that around You remember those Hot Wheel cars where you could like slam into things and then they like turn to flip the battle damage or car damage, accident damage, whatever you want to call it. It kind of does the same thing here on the headlight. You can punch it or hit it like you ran into something, maybe. Come on. Oh yeah. And then it flips over and now it's damaged. So that's cool. So the other one does that as well, the red one. Of course, this is another version of Undertaker than that Boneyard one that I had. So if I have to clip off these things off his hands, he's like tied to the steering wheel. It's probably so people don't steal the figure, which I have seen. There was the Big E ATV vehicle from the Wrekkin ATV, and somebody stole the vehicle off because they're basically just like tied on with these plastic things. So I'm guessing somebody just came out and like cut it or with a knife or something and just took the figure. Some people. Anyway, we get Undertaker off of here. So all the figures that come with these Wrekkin playsets or vehicles are usually just basic figures. So you get a basic because there's basic and there's elite and then ultimate. So they just come with the basic version of him. I do notice that there's some differences to this from the Boneyard one. First being that his hair is down instead of a ponytail, and he doesn't have his little handkerchief around his head. They do a good version. The face sculpts for Undertaker, for some reason they've really have it down to get his face down, which is awesome. Of course, he's got his little design there, like a coffin almost. Rest in peace on it. But the gloves are different. He has full hand gloves as opposed to the fingerless ones. It kind of looks like they should be fingerless, but they just painted over his fingertips. So he does have the big elbow pad as well, as the other one did. But yeah, he has full gloves on this one as opposed to the other one. Of course, the articulation is a little less on these figures. They just have a single knee bend and a single hip bend, and not really any double elbows as well. Single elbows, single knees. So it's, like I said, it's a basic. You're getting the basic figure because you're also getting a vehicle as well. It would be my guess. But yeah, he looks great. Sleeveless, showing all his tattoos. Awesome. So, it did come with the extra gas tanks. So if you want just a normal gas tank, you get it instead of a damaged one, because right now it has the damaged versions of the gas tank with the lightning on it. So let's start taking this apart. Like I said, this is a Wrekkin vehicle, so you can take it apart. Okay, I already showed that Wrekkin part there with the headlight. You can wreck that like that, punch it, and it's damaged. You can pop off the whole front end, the handlebars and the front wheel, and this is basically all one piece now. You can take that and like chuck it at somebody. Of course, you can take off the gas tank. That's why there's swappable parts for that as well. And there's a closer look. As you can see, there's some holes through there, some damage. I think he'd be leaking gas and probably blow up or something, but there's those pieces there. Of course, it does have a little gas tank, which is kind of cool. That's there. I don't remember if the Boneyard one had a little gas tank on it. I'll have to check later. Of course, you can take the tailpipe off, the exhaust pipe. That comes off. That's all one piece like that. So you can take that off and beat people with it. What else? We got the, does the seat come off? No. I think the motor comes out, though. So you pop that out, and the whole motor comes out. And then you have, there's a little kickstand. This does come off. You can pop that off as well. You could put it here if you wanted to. I'm not really sure why. Maybe you don't put it there. But they have a little clip here for something. Maybe a weapon or something like that. Does the seat come off? Let's look at the instructions and see if the seat actually comes off. It doesn't look like it does. Kickstand comes off, the gas tanks, the tail exhaust pipe. Oh, you can put a crutch, like a little crutch attachment to that little clip thing. They show it here. You can add a little. If you got injured or something, take that off and beat somebody with. Then you can see that they're, just fighting with all the pieces right there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, that's what you get left over. Does it say anything on the back? I think on the back it's a Taker on his license plate, which I thought was cool. It almost looks like the seat comes off, but it doesn't. And this also doesn't have like the ejector feature that the other Boneyard Slamcycle had as well. This is just like a regular motorcycle. So, but yeah, that's it. We can quickly put it back together. I'll put the engine back on here. Maybe like that. Put the kickstand on. That there. Put the exhaust on. Put that here. Oh yeah, it goes like way up. Oh yeah, it goes under there, but it like pipe goes up. Alright, and then we'll put the nice looking ones on here for funsies. The nice looking gas tank as well. There you go. And wheels back and back on there. Fix that. That. And there we go. So looks great. And of course, Taker can ride along on this final ride into the sunset. And then he can come around again because, he always shows back up. Dong. There he goes. Riding off in the sunset. Well, this has been the Undertaker on the WWE Wrekkin Slamcycle. Saying, see you later. And I'm saying, ciao. For now.